طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات
All right, so let's talk about just a quick one. Let's go through the what we went through and what you tell me what you learned from, okay? The birth of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in a noble society from the lineage. What did we learn from that? Okay, anybody? Brother Yahya, anything? Okay. We learned that if you actually have the lineage, it backs you up and it's noble, so the lineage is important. Very good. Okay, so now we also learned that he was known for something before he received the revelation. What was that? Trustworthy, as-sadiq al-amin, trustworthy. And why, what did we learn from that? Why was that important? Apparently nothing. It's not really important if you're sadiq or amin. Anything, brothers? Yeah, Sheikh. Right on, because you know what? He simply paid his dues. He was known for his character. He was known to be truthful. He was known to be ameen, trustworthy. And that's what I asked you to do. Remember, it was your akhlaq, your character, that proves that you're a good Muslim. And remember, the series of the whole khutbahs is about that for that purpose. Okay, guys? So if somebody walks up to you and says, you know what, man? I want to become a Muslim. Why, dude? Did we shove the Quran down your throat? Did we tell you if you don't become a Muslim, we'll shoot you? Don't do that, please. It's not a good idea. Or no oil for you, no soup for you. No, usually, you know, last time a brother called Harry, not Muslim yet, let's call him this way. He came in and says, you know, Brother Nabil, young guy. Brother Nabil is a really good guy. I want to be like him. And that's the honest truth. The best way for da'wah is to lead by example and to the character that you actually live by and the word what you're known for is exactly the best way for da'wah. Very good. Now, he received the revelation. Could you remind me what was the stages of receiving the revelation, guys? Number one, vision. MashaAllah. Okay, vision. 6 months. He would see a vision at night, see it in the morning. Then what was the second stage? Iqra. What did we learn from that? Acquire knowledge. Extremely important. Very good. Number 3. قم الليل إلا قليلا. Yeah, get up at night to pray. What did we learn from that? Okay. We learned that whatever you learned, you implement. So we said walk the talk. It's knowledge and action. Remember? تعلمنا العلم والعمل معنا. It's okay to recap it. Listen, wallahi, if I don't finish it, but I need you to get what we're talking about. Because we said, remember, العلم حجة لك أم عليك. Your knowledge is a plea for you or against you. So ليس من يعلم كمن لا يعلم. Yeah? So it's not the same. Those who learn and those who don't learn. So we said Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Allah for something. Did he say, give me more money, give me more fame, give me more strength, give me more people? What did he say? What did he ask for? Allahu Akbar. وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا. Oh Allah, increase my knowledge. So what's the key for knowledge? If you tell me you get one of those hot off the press, beautifully designed, color coordination, green and black, I'm telling you, you will not find this anywhere right now. What was the question? What is the key for knowledge? Yes. Habibi, go ahead. Quran. Brother Muhammad is right. It's in the Quran. Okay. You were supposed to be sitting there with your mom. What happened to you? You're confusing me. And I gave you 2 young sisters. You did not marry one of them up till now. 1 week, dude, you had the chance. Allah help you, Allah. Okay. The key for knowledge as well, brothers, it's in Surah Al-Baqarah. Let's put it this way. Allahu Akbar. My wife comes through to save me because she heard me say that. The key for knowledge is taqwa. And the proof of that, taqwa is piety, consciousness. I received a little concern because I speak in Arabic and a few terminology, and I know that we have new Muslims, and I have to make sure that I translate everything. Don't take it for granted that they understand Arabic. So apologies for that, and thank you for understanding and your patience. So, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهُ وَيَعْلِمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Be conscious of Allah, and Allah will give you knowledge. So remember, this is something that it's important for us to understand. Because Ash-Shafi'i rahmatullahi alayh, he used to memorize the Quran so fast. He would actually put his left hand on the left page, fearing that he would memorize this page before this page. And all of a sudden, it came down. So he was concerned. So he talks to his teacher. He says, شكوت لوكيع سوء حفظي فدلني على ترك المعاصي وقال إن العلم نور ونور الله لا يهدى لعاصي. He says, I complained to my master, my teacher, Sensei, that I'm losing it. What's wrong? He says, knowledge is a illuminating light from Allah, guiding light from Allah. And this guiding light from Allah will not be granted to anyone that is disobedient slave or servant or worshipper. So he said, after this, after all this knowledge, he says, تَعَلَّمْنَا الْعِلْمِ. And if we had only asked for taqwa, it would have been better. Subhanallah. Shafi'i is telling you, rahmatullah alayhi, and all of the scholars, may Allah be pleased with all of them. Ameen. He said that I wish I asked, he says, طَلَبْنَا الْعِلْمِ فَتَعَلَّمْنَا. We asked for knowledge, Allah granted knowledge. If I had asked for taqwa, it would have been better. If I asked for piety and conscience of Allah, it would have been better. Look how humble he is. Ya salam. Very good. And we said there are 3 stages, I think it was another one. 3 stages of seeking knowledge. 3 stages of seeking knowledge. It's possibly in a different halaqah, but I'm mixing. I'm confused. Maybe it's a different halaqah, but it's possible. 3 stages of seeking knowledge. Arrogance, humbleness, ignorance. Yes, salam, brother Yahya. I wish I had some candy, man. Sorry, dude. I'll give you like an audio note. All right, so remember, when you read the booklet, oh, I'm a alim. Khalas. You go in the masjid, dun, dun, dun. Yes, on your chest, yes? Bring it. Ask me any question. I'll take you on, man. Yeah? So you get arrogance, and you put your foot next to mine. You expect moi to stand next to you, peasant. Shoo, shoo. Yeah. So you go inside, and the people ask you questions. You don't even know what the questions mean, and you get humbled. You go inside as Superman. You walk out in the fetal position. Yeah, because you don't know what the heck you're talking about. So you get humbled. So humbleness, 2nd stage. 3rd stage is ignorance. Now, the more you know that you don't know. Yes? Okay. 3 stages, Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullahi alayhi says now how to approach da'wah. Okay. He says, ألف ثم عرف ثم كلف. ألف, reconcile the hearts. Let people like you. You don't have to have the 111 يعني. Wallahi. You know those guys? نحن قوم جد. We are people of housing of casa. You know, everybody's going to hellfire and everything is haram. You know what? It's one thing that they learn. Okay? ألف القلوب, reconcile the hearts. Smile, ya Sheikh. كان بساما محيا. Prophet Muhammad used to greet people, use peace, spread peace. Afshu salam. He said, spread peace, salutations, peace among one another. وأطعموا الطعام, and share the food. Yes? وصلوا بالليل والناس نيام, and pray at night when people are asleep. تدخل الجنة بسلام. You will enter Jannah within a peaceful mean. So we learn that, inshallah. So he says, Alif, Arif, then raise awareness, educate. So reconcile the hearts, educate. So remember, you give people alternatives. I don't forbid evil before I enjoin good. In the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those who forbid evil first, يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, then وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ, enjoin good, then forbid evil. So please, don't tell me haram, haram. Okay, did you teach me what is halal first, Sheikhna? Did you enjoin good first before you forbid evil? So he says, reconcile the hearts. Let people at least don't hate you. How is that? Okay? Then raise awareness, educate, then obligate. When they know, when they're raised, now I can tell you, do this and don't do that. Halal, haram. Yes, acceptable, not acceptable. Permission, don't. These are the stages, right, guys? Very good. So we said, Iqra, you learn all of that. Then what was that? Qum, we said, implement the knowledge that you have. You walk the talk. So we said, Imam Malik, rahmatullahi alayhi, said he taught us something. What was that? He taught us a lot, rahmatullahi alayhi. But, okay, he says, Allahu Akbar. The sisters rock, man. Brothers, I have hopes for you still. I still have a dream. I have a dream. All right. So Imam Malik says, don't talk when you want to talk, and talk when you don't want to talk. Explain that to me, please. Yahya. Yes. Okay, mashallah alayk, very good. This man is mashallah. Yahya is a young kid, wallahi, but I'm so proud of him. Yes, Habibi.
It's kind of encouraging you to step out of big comfort zone when no one else wants to talk, and then when it's a moment where everyone wants to talk, it's best to listen so you can kind of learn.
MashaAllah, very good. It's true. When I go to conferences, I like to listen to other mashayikh so I can learn. Very true. So the brother was saying, it's to get out of your comfort zone is good. That's why I actually ask you to come. That's my style. I let people sit next to me, and that's wherever I go. That's why, even in with my masjid, I used to tell people to sit next to me, youth especially, sit next to me, just to break that fear factor. When you look at people, I remember the first khutbah I ever gave in my life. It was horrible. I'm telling you straight up. The Sheikh called me 1 hour before the khutbah. He says, Brother Alaa, yes, Sheikh. He says, you're it. I go, what it? You're it. No, you're it. No, you're it. No, you're it. Come on, Sheikh. You the Sheikh. No, you the Sheikh. So he gives me a piece of paper. I couldn't read his handwriting. He says, this is a khutbah. Go ahead. I go, La hawla inna lillahi hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. So I'm sweating like bullets. I don't know where he's going with this, and not train of thought. I forgot everything he told me, right? And because I got up on the pulpit, like usually I sit, right? And everybody sees one man. So I get up on the pulpit, turn around, everybody's looking at me, and I froze. Goony goo goo. I had no idea what I was talking about, so I said, Wallahi, it's a true story. First khutbah, I had no idea, so I don't know. I got frustrated. I don't know what he's talking about. I can't read it, so I put it in my pocket. I'm losing it anyway, so might as well just, go out with something. So I said, Allah help me. So I talked from the heart, and it worked. Yeah, Sheikh.
Maybe that was the idea.
Yes, that's the idea. Don't talk when you want to talk. See, Imam Malik was right. You're right. So we talked about the knowledge, implementing it. Then what was number 4? I was hoping, I was longing, I waited, I got the knowledge, I implemented the knowledge, then? Okay, that's number 5. Patience is number 5. One before this. Gain the knowledge, we got that. Gave the knowledge, Allahu Akbar. Qum fa'anzir, good for you, man. Get up and warn people. You're ready now. Do you get the stages, guys? So you're ready. Okay, so I'm warning people. So what is number 1 on my list? وَأَنذِرْ عَشِيرَتَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ. Warn your immediate people. يَا أَيُّهَا قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ. So warn your family first. Oh, you believe, protect yourself and your family. Okay, then we work upwards. Then what did he say after that? Like the sister said earlier, وَلِرَبِّكَ فَاصْبِرْ. Be patient on what you're going to be plagued. Be patient unto your Lord. Fantastic. Then they started da'wah. Yeah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the revelation. And how did he see Jibreel? Okay, who can tell me the 3? Ma ana biqari. I explained that. There are 3 ways it says ma. 2 was similar, 1 was different. Remember that? Okay, just to cut to the chase. Ma ana biqari, he says, iqra, recite. He says, ma ana biqari, I can't read. He hugged him again, tighter. Iqra, ma ana biqari. I can't. Then the 3rd, he said, there's no way out. He wants me to read something. He says, ma ana, what do you want me to read? Yes? So he said, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق الإنسان من علق ثوان. Then he comes down, he sees Jibreel in his own form. What form was that? 600 wings, right? He says, Oh ya Muhammad, ana Jibreel. Anta Rasulullah, I am Jibreel. You are the messenger of Allah, ana Jibreel. He runs to his best friend. Who was that? Khadija radiallahu anha. That's when we talk to your sisters to be like Khadija radiallahu anha. Very good. Now, he starts da'wah. What was the first thing he did? He talked to his family. Who was the first Muslim that embraced Islam? Khadija radiallahu anha. From the women. From Muslim, from men, Ali ibn Abi Talib, mashallah, tabarakallah. Why is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq so high in ranks? Muhammad. He was his best friend, it's true, and his partner in the Jannah. But remember, 10 mubashshara, the 10 that was given good news that are going to Jannah, 6 out of the 10 were embraced Islam because of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. Understand? Very good. Okay, so now they're given da'wah in secret. Da'wah in secret. Yes? Dar al-Arqam and al-Arqam come in and people are following. And we talked about Bilal, what? Al-Habashi. Suhaib, what? Rumi. Salman, what? Farisi. So we said one comes from Abyssinia, one comes from Rome, one comes from Persia, right? So, don't tell me what color your skin, dude. Where you come from? What language speak? Are you from the north? Are you south? Are you mountain or the... No. We said the mission stick, the best of the noble, most noble. Who was that? Who's the most noble in the sight of Allah? Taqwa, consciousness of Allah. Very good. It's not the color skin. Fantastic. Now, Islam started to spread. Slowly, and all of a sudden, they started persecuting them. Yes? Wait a second, these people here, my slave doesn't want to, he worships one God, you made all the gods into one? It's not a good deal. I'm losing this guy. So what happens? They start persecuting him. Leave the religion of Muhammad. Bilal al-Habashi radiallahu anhu, he used to, I've seen it in the movies, big rock on his chest. But the one that was most known for being persecuted is whom? Okay, Khabbab ibn al-Arat. Sumayya was the first Shahida. Yeah. First Shahida in Islam was what? A man or a woman? A woman. The honor of a woman. I'm going to talk about that on another topic, inshallah. But Khabbab ibn al-Arat radiallahu anhu arda, was the most persecuted. He had holes. Remember, he had holes in his back. Holes. Not like a burn mark. Had holes. Khabbab ibn al-Arat had holes in his back. And he complains to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says, Id'u lana ya Rasulullah. Allah tad'u lana. Ask Allah to help us. He got angry. Why? Prophet ﷺ got angry that Khabbab ibn al-Arat radiallahu anhu is asking for help. Okay. He says, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي أُمَمٍ قَبْلُكُمْ. Nations before you, a person used to get like a steel comb. They will take the skin off the flesh. And they would put a hole and get a saw, cut him in half. And he says it will not deter him from holding on to worship God. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ قَوْمٌ تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. But you're people in rush. What do we learn from that? Yes, take the heat. Take the heat. And I've given this actually in the camp. Your homework for today is I want you to read the end of Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Okay, guys? That's your homework. Okay. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ أَجْرَمُوا كَانُوا مِنَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا يَضْحَكُونَ. Okay? Allah called them criminals. Those criminals used to laugh at you. You know what? The bigger the abaya, the bigger the bomb, right? The bigger your dress. Oh man, what's that ticking? Yeah? Beard? Oh my God, you look like Bin Laden, dude. So, وَإِذَا مَرُّوا مِتْغَامَزُونَ. When they pass by, they wink. Check this out. وَإِذَا انْقَلَبُوا إِلَيْهِمْ انْقَلَبُوا فَكِهِينَ. You know when they go home, you won't believe what I saw today, man. Yeah, and they start making fun of you. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ ضَلُّونَ. You are the one that is you're misled, you're led astray, all of that stuff. وَمَا أُرْسِلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ حَافِظِينَ. They're not your guardians. But Allah says, فَالْيَوْمِ. But today, what day is that? Day of judgment. فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنَ الْكُفَّارِ يَضْحَكُونَ. Those who laughed at you will be laughing at them. So I want you to keep that in mind all the time. Persecution and so on, and they had difficulties. And now they want to go somewhere. They want to go to Habasha, and that's where, inshallah, we're segueing. They want to go to Abyssinia. They heard there was a righteous man. Who is that man? An-Najashi, the Negos. An-Najashi, radiallahu anhu. Why do I say Najashi, radiallahu anhu? Because our Prophet ﷺ says he embraced Islam. Yeah? So we say radiallahu anhu. Very good. So what do you learn from that? This man is not a Muslim, but Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says, go to Habasha, go to Abyssinia. There is a righteous, there is a fair ruler. So what do you hear, Sheikh? What do you learn from that? All right. What's number one on the 7 that will be shaded on Judgment Day? Imamun Adil. Not Adil Imam. I mean, if you're Egyptian, you know what I'm talking about, but if not, don't worry about it. Allahumma zidka biha jihlan. One person in the hood, good. Imamun Adil is a just ruler. Yes? Number one on the list, Sheikh. So they go and they start, he said, I take him in, they're in my trust, and now the Quraysh goes, oh, wait a second, they're going to get him out of control, they're going to turn this guy around, and they come up with all these gifts, and go to a Najashi, and they say, listen, you have some shirdima, these low life, weak, poor people come to you, these are peasants. These are slaves, they're not worthy of your attention. Give them to us. But before they did this, what did they do? All the gifts, all the jewelry, all the silk, all the gold, bribing. And he says, nope, I haven't heard him yet. What did you learn from that? Right on. Do not judge before anything else. Allah blamed one of the prophets, alayhi salam, upon this. Who is that and what happened? Dawood alayhi salam. Okay, I won't go there because it's not our topic. But remember, that's good. I want you to remember that. Do not judge before you hear both sides. Yes? I get this all the time. A sister comes to me in my office. So I am pumped. Give me this guy. Where is this guy? How could you do this to the sister? I didn't do that. But only to find out that this guy was beaten up by the sister. Swear to God. I learned quick. I don't go for tears anymore, man. So don't do that. Remember that. You have to be just listen to both sides. Very good. Now, when Najashi says, you know what? I heard you said. Now they start winding him up. They say that your Lord is only a prophet. Oh. You know what that means? Adding fuel to the fire. What do you learn from that? We have to learn. This is it. I can't tell you the Seerah. It's impossible. I teach this course. It takes a lot longer than that. And I actually don't. I teach the Median first, then Meccan. The Meccan and Median. They're separate. They're 2 courses actually. So I won't be able to tell you the details. I'm only giving you the lessons learned from the Seerah. Yes? Fiqh is Seerah. So what do you learn from that, guys? Look at your own community. These guys are trying to do what? Yeah, so don't be that fuel. Don't be that spark. You put the fitna down. You don't start the fitna and you don't pass the fitna on, man. Hey dude, what's coming in the masjid? These guys want to take over. Oh. No, you didn't, because I'll see you outside. Now you start the fitna, they and us and we and them. You know what? No. Put the fitna down. Remember, we have a proof that you're supposed to pray behind an imam that, you know what? According to Quran and Sunnah, don't get me wrong, but he may not be according to your method or whatever it is that you're different upon something, to keep the unity together. Make sure of that. Do not be the spark or do not divide. Please, brothers and sisters, keep the... And listen, I am impressed. I'm not saying that they're angels here, but Brisbane is a nice mix. Diversity is good. They're gelling, yeah? I didn't see anything like, you know what, man? Okay, you're Ikhwani? Ooh, Sufi? Ah, Salafi. La ammi, ana Muslim, wallahi Muslim. Can we live with that? You know, Sheikh Mustafa Al-Adawi, Hafidahullah, a man told him, you know, ana madkhali, but I love you for the sake of Allah. I'm not going to tell you, don't look it up. It's just, don't worry about it. Okay, he says, I am so and so, I follow this, but I still love you. He says, in kunta muntasiban, if you want to belong to someone, belong to Allah. If you want to, are you called Muhammadi? We follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why don't you go say, I'm a Muhammadan? No, Sheikh. I'm a Muslim. Why? Can you tell me why you call yourself a Muslim? Because what Allah called you, Sheikh, Ibrahim alayhi salam, وَسَمَّاكُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Allah called you Muslims. So is there better, you want to call yourself something better than what Allah called you? So are you going to tell me, I'm Sufi, I am Ikhwani, I am Salafi, I am Shafi'i, I am Hanbali, I am Maliki, I am Hanafi, I am oh ya ammi, اتركوها إنها منتنة. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam told the Sahaba, Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, the best of people after prophets and messengers, according to the best nas, the best of people. Allah chose them to be His companion. So when they started talking about Muhajirin wal Ansar, what did He say? أبدعوة الجاهلية وأنا بين ظهرانيكم اتركوها إنها منتنة. They calling يا معشر الأنصار يا معشر المهاجرين. They were fighting about something. They said, oh Muhajirin, those who migrated from Mecca to Medina. We'll get there inshallah. And then he says, Ya Muhammad Ansar, oh, the one who embraced and they took the people from Mecca to come to Medina. And a 911 call to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came right away. He says, you calling yourself with a pre-Islamic ignorant era, and I'm still alive between you? Leave that. It is a stinking rotten aroma. It's like a corpse. So please don't go names, man. Don't go names on me. I was talking to some of the youth here. So I can't go there, Sheikh. I can't go here, Sheikh. I can't help these people. I go, dude, if you brothers, the one that learned brothers, you're going to leave the field for everybody else, guess what, man? Only the ignorance will lead the ummah. People will speak on your behalf as Muslims with no knowledge. So don't tell me, dude, I'm sorry, I can't mix with these people. No, dude, you have to stick. Why? Because of the hadith. He says, تُعَاشِرُ النَّاسِ وَتَصْبِرْ عَلَىٰ أَذَاهُمْ. It is better for you to deal with people and be patient with the harms that you're going to plague you. It's better than to seclude yourself and say, you know what, man, I'm on my own, dude, you're on your own. Run, baby. And do not be patient upon what you are going to be plagued with. So if every one of us says, you know, I can't deal with these people. Well, this is that, they're not there yet. They do something wrong, Sheikh. Well, fix it, man. Be patient, Habibi. What are you doing? Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what we learn from the Seerah, the stages that we go through. So Najashi says, you know what? Wait. Give him to us. You said that. Then Ja'far al-Tayyar radiallahu anhu wardah. Who's Ja'far al-Tayyar? Go ahead. Think about it. Think really deep. Take your time. Ya salam. Allahu Akbar. She's right. But what was known for Ja'far al-Tayyar? Was he flying planes? You know, after 9/11 it would have been really difficult for him to fly a plane. Why was it called the Tayyar, the pilot? Right on. Yeah, go ahead, Muhammad. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Poetry and speech. Very good, mashallah. Because he lost both arms trying to hold the banner of Islam up. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replaced those arms with wings for him to fly in Jannah. طيب. There's a beautiful poem that actually says, Ya nafsi, O myself, Mali araki takrahin al-Jannah. O myself, why are you hating Jannah? Can't you see the shahadas right in? This is لَتَنْزِلَنَّ. He said, you know what? Lam, tawkeed, noon, mushaddada. Both, 2 letters in 1 word. You will do it whether you like it or not. Mali araki takrahin al-Jannah. Why you hating to go to Jannah? There's your shahada you're asking for. And by the way, because he hesitated, some of the scholars say he hesitated for just a fraction of a second. He'll be a little further back than the first one that held the banner of the raya. Anyway, so don't worry about that. So don't hesitate. You know what you see? Like, this is something that you created for, and so on. So what is the shahada, by the way? Shahada is to say, Allahu Akbar. Yeah? No? Too much? Now, Sheikh, now you're rocking the boat now, Sheikh. I don't want you to be another number, man. Wallahi, don't be an easy bait, man. You know, it's the same Mashaykh that says, come and join us. You know, what's his name? This Aish guy, whatever, Daesh guy, and all that stuff. The same Mashaykh. Ya Ammi, why don't you do that? You're asking us to do it, so why don't you do it? Why, send your own child. Yeah? Don't be an easy bait, man. Don't be brainwashed. Remember that. I don't want to hear about you in the news. Don't be a statistic. Okay, you're much smarter than that. Okay, then Najashi radiallahu an. Okay, so what is the status of a martyr, by the way, since we're talking about it? Status of a martyr. Why are they so high? What did he get? Yes. Oh, come. Yes, salam. Bring it, come here, man. I have to give you a nugget, one of those guys, because I love you. So good, man. What's your name again? Khidr. Yes, salam. He gets to intercede for 70 members of his family that were supposed to go to hellfire. Intercede. 70 in Arabic means what, by the way? 70? A lot. Good man. 70 means a lot in Arabic. It's like I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Did I tell you 1,000 times? It's an expression. Very good. So the first drop of a blood of a shaheed, first drop of a blood of a martyr, they will see the place in Jannah. First drop of blood touches the earth, the ground, he sees the place in Jannah. And he will not be punished in the grave. He will be resurrected with the dam that smells like nectar and aroma and beautiful, all of that stuff. Yes? He will not be fearing Allah on Judgment Day, all of that stuff. So many. So you ask Allah the Shahada, even though you die on your bed, you will be granted the rank of Shahada if you're sincere. Did you have a question, Habibi? What? Right, smart man. What's your name? Yunus. Okay, if you die, like you know, some blood came. He's smart. He's making a deal and wheeling. Are you a lawyer by any chance? I love lawyers. Don't get me wrong. People are good. Just saying. Okay, it's not the same. Nice try though, Yunus. MashaAllah. Yes, Habibi.
What about the story of Khalid ibn Walid? Is he a shaheed or?
Okay, Khalid ibn Walid. How did he die? He died in bed. He says, لا نامت أعين الجبناء. You cowards. He's talking to his enemies. You cowards. I have not single inch in my body except there's a wound, there's a spear, there's a sword, there's an arrow. Where are you? How could I not get the shahada? He says, you should never sleep, O coward people. لا نامت عين الجبناء. He says, why? Because exactly that. He died in his bed. But if you tell me why he died in his bed, I give you the other one, not this one. They're totally different. This one is on the right, this one is on the left.
Because he is the son of Allah.
Allahu Akbar. What's your name, man? Ibrahim. Good for you, brother Ibrahim. Because he was known to be what? What's his kunya? What's his nickname? Sayfullah al-Maslul. It's the sword of Allah. And it's not befitting for the Sayfullah to be killed. No, dude. Yeah? Get it? Good man. All right. And Najashi now pulls in. Ja'far al-Tayyar comes in. He says, you know what? Here's what we... Kunna qawm na'bud. You used to be worshipping the aliha, idols. We used to kill each other. We used to rape women. We used to all the bad things we used to do. But we received the guiding light from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he told us that Allah is one, and we worship now. We don't do this, we don't lie, we don't steal, we look after each other, we reach the next of kin, we respect women, we. He says, beautiful. But what do you say in Isa? He's not off the hook yet. What you told me was beautiful. I'm not sold just yet. But this man, you said something bad about Isa. Tell me right now, what did you say? What are you going to call? Here's 000, right? Because every time I went to UK, I said, call 911. They didn't get it. Because I think it's 999. Something like that. Here's 000, right? Which makes more sense. Operator. Okay. So you say, Mommy, I want. Yeah, he didn't call, no. He stood up and said exactly what the Quran states about Isa alayhi salam. He says, now we believe in his kalimatullah, his ruhullah. He's the spirit from God. He's the word from God. What does the word from God mean? If you say he's a kalimatullah, he's the word of Allah, what does that mean? What's the kalima? What's the word? Kun. Who said that? What's your name? Sarah. Farah? Farah and Farha. Now I'm confused. Now I know why I'm confused. MashaAllah, I'm so impressed. Good for you, Ukhti. The kalima, al-kalima hiya kun. Allah said kun, be, and he was. And he said, we believe he was the Messiah. We believe that Al-Masih, Isa ibn Maryam, the son of Mary. No male intervention. And we believe he started telling me exactly, he says, the difference between what you said and what we believe is this line. You know what that means? Very little, very thin line. He says, you will never get these people on my dead body. Isn't that amazing, Sheikh? Wallahi, I get goosebumps still when I just think and live with these people. You're migrating and these guys are coming to get you. You know, as I said, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you? Dude, they're coming for you. But these are just people. But can you imagine the angel of death coming for you, dude? Yeah, Zabaniya, 90. You understand? So this guy is solid. So you have to be solid. Don't waver. Be firm. So they go back empty-handed, blah, 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 blah. Hasbunallah, no, they didn't say that. So now, as I mentioned to you, Hamza became a Muslim, Umar radiallahu anhu became a Muslim. Who hears that? They only came back because after they heard Umar became a Muslim. Isn't that amazing? Look at the strength of Umar radiallahu anhu. These people, very few. I think there was 18 men and 3 women. At the post of the second time was 17 and 16 and so on. For the second migration, there were 2 migrations to Habasha. And the second time when they heard, when Prophet was reciting, you know, the Najm, Allah yaftah alayki. In the end, he says, تبكون ولا تسجدون فاسجدوا لله ولا واعبدوا. Okay, فاسجدوا لله واعبدوا. Says Prophet ﷺ came to the ayah when the sajda comes in, everybody prostrated, except one man. This man was an old man. He says, I could not prostrate, so he grabbed a handful of dust and placed it on his head. So they heard that Quraysh became a Muslim, so they came back, and it wasn't. And the persecution was so severe, and we learned something that the leader looks after the people. I already told you where's the shepherd. Shepherd leads from where, guys? From the back. You have to keep the people in front. So Prophet Muhammad says, these people are persecuted. Go away. He didn't say, stay with me to protect me. He says, go save yourselves. We talked about maqasid al-sharia. Tell me about maqasid al-sharia. The goals of the sharia, the Islamic law. What is there are 5. Save your human life, save your deen, wealth, family, lineage, intellect. 5 reasons we make a halal and haram. It's called maqasid al-sharia. So it says, save your lives. Go save your lives. And that's a good leader. He looks after the well-being of the people, not himself. He didn't say, stay with me, protect me. He says, go save yourselves. Look after yourselves. Then Quraysh said, you know what, we can't do this, man. Abu Talib, what's up? You're protecting him. You're among the elders. You're among the noble society. We respect you, but we need to make a deal with you. Stop him. He says, I can't do that. He says, okay, we'll make another deal with you. We give you one handsome young man to raise. And you give us your nephew. Give us your Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, Ajaban, are you crazy? You want to give me your son to raise, and you want to give me to give you my son to kill? Are you crazy? So there's no way, no go, no deal, no deal. So they talked to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even though the hadith is da'if, this prophetic tradition is weak. But it's okay, it's not a hukm, it's not a ruling. But it's an amana. So they talked to him, says, listen, stop doing this. We will give you all the money you want. What are you after? Money? We will give you all the money. You'll be the richest man. I'm telling you, this hadith is da'if. I'm making sure you understand. This prophetic tradition is weak. But since it's not a hukm, we accept. It's not a ruling of halal and haram. So give us, if you're doing this gig to believe there's only one God because you want to be rich, we will give you all the money you want. But stop saying there's only one God. No deal. All right? You want fame? Okay? You will make you the most famous man amongst us. No, no deal. Not interested. Power. You want power. All right? You become our leader. You become the king. You run with it, man. No, no deal. Women. Women. That's what I know now. I know the language of men. You want women. All the women you want. Take him. No go. He says, if you put the sun in my right, the moon in my left, I will not let this go. They came back again. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's make a deal. Cool, cool. This is not working. We're negotiating. The UN is coming. Politicians, different hats. We're good. We're good. All right. What's door behind door number 3? I'll tell you what. You worship your God. You worship our God one day. We worship your God one day. No deal. All right. We worship your God 1 week. You worship our God 1 day. No. We worship your God 1 month. You just worship our God 1 day. No. How about this? We worship your God 1 whole year, man. You just worship our God 1 day. Oh, now we're talking, yeah? Let's call it a deal, yeah? No. Ayat was revealed in this honor. What was the ayat? قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما. Why does Allah repeat it? Tell them, قل تلقينية. Tell them, O Muhammad, I will not worship what you worship, you will not worship what I worship, and so on. And he repeats it. Why? Why did Allah repeat it? Confirm it. To waiver it. You understand? Okay. And by the way, if I tell you, stand up, don't sit down. I already told you to stand up. Why am I telling you, stand up and don't sit down? I am confirming the fact that you never even think of sitting down. Yeah, don't even think of sitting down. Stand up and don't sit down. It's a warning, double warning. Yes, Allah did the same thing. That's what it is. Okay? No deal. Now, after the da'wah has gone from secret to public, when Hamza radiallahu anhu came in and Umar radiallahu anhu comes in, now it's sad news. Abu Talib dies. Same year, Khadija radiallahu anha wa an ummahatul mu'minin ajma'in dies also. What do you learn from that? There's a big lesson learned, guys. Aam al-Huzn, it's a year of sadness. But what do you learn from that? What do you learn from the death of Abu Talib and the death of Khadija radiallahu anha at the same time? Very close to each other. Keep going, it's good, yes. There's more. There's a bigger lesson. Allahu Akbar with Ibrahim. I love you, man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to tell Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this victory and this protection and all of that stuff does not come because your uncle is Abu Talib. Does not come because your wife is not Khadija. But you understand, it was very sad. When his uncle was dying, remember, I'm not sure if I told this group or not, he was telling Prophet Muhammad, people are dying, he's dying, your uncle is dying. He runs. Did I tell you that story? Alhamdulillah. So now you learn, right? He was making sounds. So you learn about that. It's how you end, man. So also understand that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was Aam al-Huzn because of what? Do you remember? Why? Why it was called Aam al-Huzn? Sadness year. The year of sadness, sorrow. Because he was what? Deprived of da'wah. Yes? That's the truth. The scholars say that the truth behind Aam al-Huzn, you understand now, you're losing your wife, right? Khadija, not any wife. This was best friend. Gone. Support financially is gone. Support with the tribe is gone. Now he's being harmed. So does he give up? No. Just like he said, where does he go? Al-Ta'if. Who's been to Al-Ta'if before? Okay. So he goes to Al-Ta'if, long story short. Okay, I'm supposed to stop now, but I'll finish with the Surah Al-Ta'if. The Surah Al-Ta'if. There is no Surah Al-Ta'if. It's a new bid'ah, yani. He goes to Al-Ta'if. He comes back after, long story short, with what? Rejection. Bloody feet. Yes? And Abdurrahman ibn Auf was him with a filing, trying to protect him. Can you imagine the best feet that ever walked on earth was walking in blood? Little weasels throwing pebbles on Prophet Muhammad's beautiful feet. He never says, you know, the angel of the mountains comes down, and you know the story. He says, Allah sent me under your command, I will akhshabain, meaning the two mountains, they will collapse. I will destroy these people. What did he say? If it happened to you, man, you know what? You go to masjid whatever, says, you shall not pass. You will not be coming in this masjid. You go to another masjid, you blah 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 blah. You go, what? Then the angel comes in, he goes, you know what? I'm gonna destroy these people. Just you tell me, man. You tell me the word, they're gone. Oh. You know, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? You know who you're messing with, man? You mess with the wrong guy. Angel of something, destroy these people. Losers. Is that what he did? La wallah. He says, no, don't do it. Maybe, Allahumma aghfir liqawmi innahum la ya'lamun. He says, Allah, forgive my people, they know not what they're doing. Do you believe it, man? After all this harm, is maybe the lineage of them, they will come to say, La ilaha illallah. He goes away. He goes under a tree. He looks at this tree, nobody sits except under the, long story short, actually, there was a migration, but, okay, I don't want to jump too much. But from that, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam took Khadija's money and he was a business partner for her, why was he so different and why was he so smart? Can you tell me how he was different than anybody else? He was very honest. What else? Yeah, he comes with more profit. How did he do it? His business people, are you listening? Okay. Usually, what they used to do, Rihlat Sheikh, you know, Sham and Quraysh, you would take one thing and sell it there. Or go to there and buy something and sell it there. No, he didn't do that. He took merchandise and sold it there, and he got the money, bought some more merchandise and sold it there. He doubled their profit. Yeah? So you have to be smart. Not just because you're religious. See, now he's listening. See, Brother Muhammad go, man, I should have been doing this for a long time. May Allah bless him. Say Ameen. So now, of course, you know that tree that he never said, it goes in and somebody comes up to him. He goes, yeah, he goes, these people here, they didn't believe in him. But he says, you know what, give him this cluster of grapes. What do you learn from that? Generosity, hospitality. You know, people in Medina, they used to fight wars in the day and they would host on you at night. Medina, you know the Medina, the Ansar. You know, our army comes in and said, you will never be able to get to them. You will never be able to get to them. Why? Because this is a mahjar, Nabi. You will never be able to beat these people. This is a mahjar. A messenger will come here. You won't beat these guys. But they would fight you in the morning, at night. Here you go. Enjoy. Thank you for coming. Come again. You know the corporate smile? So, he goes under a tree. He comes with a servant, a slave to these people that own it. They're brethren from Quraysh, rich. They have a garden. They go, here, take this cluster of grape and give it to him. Even though they don't believe in him, they want to, blah, 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 they still host it on him. Then Prophet ﷺ says, Bismillah. He takes the grape and he says, Bismillah. He eats with his right. He goes, Bismillah. You learn that now, right? Before you eat, say Bismillah and eat with your right. Okay? And then Addas, his name is Addas, by the way. He goes, هذا قول ما اعتاد عليه العرب. Arabs are not used to what you said. Where did you get that from? He says, من أين أنت يا عداس? Where are you from, Addas? He says, what's your name? It's Addas. Where are you from, Addas? What do you learn from that? I just mentioned something. What's your name? He says, Addas. Where are you from, Addas? What do you learn from that? Yes, recognize people's name and call them by their name. What's your name? Muhammad. Yes, Ahmed. Ya Ammi Muhammad. Okay, Mahmoud. Ya Wallahi ay Muhammad. Abdul Hamid. Ya Ammi Wallahi Muhammad. They go through all the Muhammad, Ahmed, Mahmoud, Muhammadan, Abdul Hamid. So try as much as you can. Like I can't remember everybody, but I tried my best. It's more personal, yeah? He says, where are you from? He says, from Nineveh. Ah, the city of my brother Yunus. Jonah. He goes, you know Jonah? Yunus? Nineveh? It's a very small city, nobody knows it. He goes, yes. How do you know him? He says, he is my brother. Huwa nabi wa ana nabi. He is my brother. He is a prophet and I'm a prophet. What do you learn from that? Hey? Spread the message. Find common ground. Which one? They're both prophets are brothers. Because I don't have candy, Yani? All right. He said what? Huwa nabi wa ana nabi. You know, he's the seal of the prophets and messengers, the leader of the prophets and messengers, the best of creation, the most beloved to Allah. He started with him. He is a prophet, and I am a prophet. How humble, ya akhi. Who are you? Ana bint Tartushi Basha Basha. Who are you? I am the son of blah 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 blah. You know, I come from a lineage blah 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 blah. And I drive blah 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 blue. And don't mess with me because I'm gonna have a blah 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 blah. Wallahi, ya Sheikh, humble yourself down. Yamshuna ala ardi hauna. They walk in humility, humbleness. Yes? Okay, that's another one we'll talk about in the khutbah, inshallah. Oh, okay. Let me finish here because I know that Dr. Zuhair said 8 and I'm like 15 minutes. There's a lot to share, okay? Next time, I'm going to talk about something extremely important. No, you will know when I talk about it because it's... Okay. All right. Do you have any questions? No? Fantastic. We'll move on. No, I'm just kidding. You have a question, Sister Bahra? Please go ahead.
You mentioned sabr a lot today. Can you explain what is sabr, the types of sabr? There are 3 or 4.
Okay, I'm going to give a khutbah about sabr, but I can tell you. Sabr are 3 types. Actually, I did the sabr already, no? No? Did I do the sabr in Korbi? I said the akhlaq, then I did the sabr. Yeah, I did in Korbi, right? Yes, I did. I remember now. That's what I usually start with, akhlaq. All right? There are 3 types of patients. Can you tell me if you were in the Korbi Masjid khutbah? Huh? Okay, akhlaq is good. There are 3 types of patients. Sabr ala al-maqdur, wa sabr ala al-ma'mur, wa sabr an al-mahdhur. 3 types of patience. Sabr, patience about what the divine decree of Allah upon you, and patience about what you are obligated to do, ibadat, acts of worship, and sabr, to stay away from the prohibitions. Remember that? These are the 3 patients. Okay, but I won't go there because and I hope it's online. I talked about it before, but we'll do. Is that what you answered? What the kind of patients? Yeah, these are the 3. Okay. And there, I talked about 3 types of people, and I talked about the type of patience upon, and there's sabr and jameel, and all of that stuff. There was a whole comprehensive khutbah about patience. Any other questions? I hope that answers your question, my dear sister. Okay, no questions from the brothers? Fantastic. Any others? We're good. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's talk about what we talked about. What the 3 tells. My dear sisters. Did the sisters or the brothers won last time? No, not yesterday. Yesterday we won. Do you believe it? Brothers won yesterday. Allahu Akbar. I meant I wasn't going to do Zaghruta. La. I was going to say Takbir. It was a 4-4? Okay. Cool. I didn't mention Ty? I didn't mention? Oh, cool. MashaAllah. You remember. Okay. All right, here we go. First question for the sisters. Okay, lessons learned. What did you sisters learn from the migration of Abyssinia? When Prophet ﷺ says, go to Abyssinia. What are the lessons learned from the first migration to Abyssinia, Habasha? Give me any lesson learned. Yes, Ukhti Habiba? Great on. So we learn now the weight of the just ruler. Yeah, very good. He's number 1 on the list of the 7 that were shaded. Very good. What else did you learn, brothers, from the first migration to Abyssinia, Habasha? Sorry, Doc, I'm a little behind. Apologies. Okay, no problem. Yeah, it's okay. No problem. I was trying to Allah squeeze everything in. Okay, go ahead. Any brothers? There was a few more lessons you learned. Help. Think together, collectively. Yes, Brother Yahya. Go ahead, Habibi. Don't cause fitna. Very good, mashallah. Remember when they came and says, these people blah, 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 blah. I asked you, don't be the spark to ignite the fitna. And don't pass it on. You know the website train, the internet train? We pass things unbelievable. I get messages, did you know if you do 3,000 times of I don't even know what that is. It's apparently some Swedish Hagen-Dazsen Farfignugan thingy. And we pass some information that has no relevance whatsoever to Islam or Quran and Sunnah, but we're just so fast forward. Please don't do that. Okay? Very good. Thank you, my dear brother. What was your name again, dude? Tahir. Ahsant. Thank you, brother Tahir. Anything else? There were more, but that's good enough. Alhamdulillah. Hey? You hear both sides of the story. Now you have to match it. Sisters are up on one, dude. And something that was obvious, right? I told you something about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't be blinded by bribery. Very good. Now, do you up that, sisters? Because now they're up on what? It's an auction. Go ahead. I told you what was about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Remember that? Best of character, yeah. Right. He didn't say, "Stay with me, protect me." No, a leader looks after the people, not himself. He says, "Go, protect yourself." Yeah, Sheikh Ibrahim. That's okay. Go ahead, Yunus. Very good. You're right. MashaAllah alaik. What's the Sheikh, brother? Ibrahim. MashaAllah. Ja'far al-Tayyar. Okay, speaking of Ja'far al-Tayyar, was he known for? He was Ja'far al-Tayyar. Ja'far is his name. Tayyar was the pilot. Why was he known for that? Pilot means, actually it's not a pilot. The flying Ja'far. Sorry, that's a wrong translation. Okay, I know you know it. Now you know it. Now you come through for me. Everybody knows that one. But Sheikh, you give him easy questions, yani. Why you hate me, Masulini, yani? Okay, go ahead, sister. Yusra. Right, arms were cut off. Very good, mashallah. So Allah replaced them with wings. Ahsanti. Now, tell me the rank of martyrs. What is the reward for martyr? I think Yahya had his hand up. Sorry, Yunus. And I heard you before. May Allah bless you. Go ahead, Yahya. That's right. First drop of blood that touches the ground, he will see his place in Jannah. MashaAllah. And? Go ahead. 70, yeah? 2, now it's on sale. MashaAllah, 2 for 1. Okay. Right on. He will intercede for them. Very good, mashallah. Be relieved from the punishment of the grave and all of that stuff. Fantastic. Be resurrected, smell of aroma, no blood and all of that. Fantastic. Of course, one narration says, al-mabtoon wal-mahdoom wal-mahruq, the one that gives birth, dying, giving birth. Mabtoon, elements of terminal illness in the stomach. Mahdoom, you're the building sort of just did sajda, when the building goes and you die in the building. What the heck is that? The collapses, right? Collapsed when the building collapses. Khushu', mashallah. Very good. And a person who's also burned, and a person who dies in drowning. All that is considered to be among the martyrs. Highest level, the highest rank of a martyr is the one that actually died to keep the word of Allah to be upright, which is the sake of Islam. Sorry, go ahead, Ikhti. I understand. You do ask to protect, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't want it. But I usually go with asking Allah, you see, to have a martyr. This is if you ever want to do me a favor, ask Allah to take my soul in Medina as a martyr. Yeah, if you ever want to give me a husn al-khatimah in Medina, that's all I ask. If you ever want to make dua for me, husn al-khatimah, I ask shahada fil Medina ba'da umrun tawil fi sabilik. Okay, so ask, if you ever do a dua for me, ask Allah to grant me shahada in Medina, hopefully when I'm prostrating in Friday. Yani if you want to add some sprinkles on yeah, I'm just being greedy. Okay. And buried in Baqi'. Yani if you also want to add resurrected with Prophet ﷺ and be with him in Jannah, I would certainly appreciate it. And you can now you want some fries with it? It's like putting on a special order. Yes, Sheikh.
Isn't there a special dog for the martyrs themselves?
Yes, Sheikh. Yes. Man sa'ala Allah al-shahada. If you ask Allah the shahada, the martyrdom, you're sincere in your heart, even if you die on your bed, you will get the rank of the Shahada. If you're sincere in your intention. Very good. We'll call it a tie? We'll call it a tie. It's tie. All right. Okay. Tie break question. Are we ready? What was the lesson learned? No, sorry, I'll take that back. There was too many questions in my brain, and I'll call it. We'll call it. Khalas, done. Tiebreak question is the truth. What is the truth about the year of sadness? I think this guy had his hand up first. Yeah, this guy. Yes. What's your name, Sheikh? Masroor. May Allah make you happy in this life and hereafter, ya Sheikh.
It was the year that he didn't get any revelation. There wasn't and then his uncle and his wife also died.
I'm stretching. I am buying time. Khalas. They're gonna eat me alive, dude. Sorry. That's okay. You did good. Sisters. Okay.
Because his uncle and the wife died, there was a stop in the da'wah. Like, he couldn't do
There you go. Good for you. Sisters win again. I'm so happy for you. I still love you, brothers. Still love you. Very good. It's now 2-2. I believe the score. Is that correct? Yeah. All right, you did good. I'm so proud of you. That's it. May Allah bless you, inshallah. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gather us in Jannah as He gathers in the dunya. Next time, inshallah, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on something that is extremely important. So whatever you do not miss the next Thursday, because it's extremely important. This one coming up, if anything, this is the most important of them all. And you'll know why, inshallah. All right, guys. So, subhanakallah hamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakumullah khairan. The floor is Dr. Zuhair's. Jazakumullah.
Takbir. 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 Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, alhamdulillah, it's really nice to see a consistent crowd. We spoke about this last week, alhamdulillah, to stay consistent. So really good that the message was received well. Alhamdulillah, it's very easy to want to come and alhamdulillah listen and benefit from Sheikh Alaa. Sheikh Alaa, we really sincerely